Hey, how's it going? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. We've got more campfire stories. Yeah, uh, as usual, not much has changed. So this one's called Monoxide Woobie Laundry. I don't know if this is going to have anything to do with the military. I assume it might. I think I heard a little bit about something about the carbon monoxide poisoning from one of the videos. I guess we'll go deeper into that. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's go.
I got carbon monoxide poisoning. It sucks. Don't get it.
Well, that's what you get for not having a carbon monoxide detector in your house, but it actually happened to you at work, didn't it?
Yes, it happened at work.
So having one in your house wouldn't have helped.
The HVAC guys had just been there, and they had been working on it.
Sorry, pause that again really soon. 14 seconds, new world record. Yeah, I did HVAC when I was in the CVs. I did HVAC and plumbing. Yeah, you don't want to mess with that stuff.
One of the vents that was in there basically got stuck closed, so our boiler was blasting exhaust gases into the building.
Yay.
So at a certain point throughout the workday, I started feeling kind of dizzy. And I was like, oh, this sucks. I wonder why I'm so dizzy. This is dumb. I just bumped into a door. I hate this. I mentioned that I felt dizzy to one of my coworkers, and he was like, yeah, I kind of have a headache.
Oh, no.
And he'd been trying to cut back on his drinking, so he jokingly said, oh, yeah, it's probably because I'm having withdrawals from drinking. And we were like, ha, 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 what a good joke.
I can't believe that's contagious. Ha, ha, ha. Why do we all have headaches?
Well, I didn't have a headache at the time. 20 minutes later, I was like, okay, now I have a headache. I want to throw up. I feel like garbage. I'm going to go stand outside. So I stood outside for like 10, 20 minutes. When I came back inside, I was like, wow, it smells like gas in here. And the moment I thought, wow, it smells like gas in here, I couldn't smell it anymore.
You thought, okay, must have been a fluke.
I thought it was just in the stairway or something. Then my ears started ringing, and I started getting really nauseous, and I had a really dull, throbbing headache. I kind of thought maybe I was being poisoned by carbon monoxide, and so I told basically everybody else in the building, I'm like, I think we're getting carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
We just stood outside, and then only went inside for like 10 minutes at a time, and then went back outside.
God, that's so stupid.
At this point, you already suspect that the building is filled with deadly gas.
Well,
Deadly
we still have to close everything
toxins.
down. I can't just not lock all the doors and leave the registers in.
You can't if there's a health hazard there.
The doors still have to be locked and everything.
Oh,
Anyway,
there's a fire in the building. It's consuming us all. Well, I gotta go lock up the cash register. Hold on.
oh my God. At one point, I had to go downstairs. I came back upstairs, and I felt like I had just finished running a marathon. My legs were basically rubber. I was trying to write down numbers. I had to write down the number 8 6 times before I got it right. The number 8.
Number 8.
And then I drew a 9.
Tell me how the different ways you screwed up the 8. Did you forget parts of it?
It was
Man, that cat will not shut up. I have a cat now. Okay.
like too narrow.
Did you make 3 loops accidentally instead of 2?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like just screwing it up. And when I wrote the number 9, I made the bottom of the line way too long. So it was like a 9 with 6 L's attached to it. So at the end of the day, I sat outside. I'm just gonna have to wait before I drive home.
All 4 of you felt nauseous?
I probably got the worst of it.
Okay, so you all walked outside and you went, that sure sucked. Felt like we were all being gassed.
Anyway.
See you tomorrow.
Pretty much. So I sat outside for a while, breathed fresh air, got in my car, rolled all the windows down, drove home, got home, called my girlfriend.
God damn, dude.
Yep.
And I was like, I feel like crap. I'm just gonna take a nap. And she went, no, you're going to the hospital. How did you get home? Did you drive? And I was like, yes. So she got very mad at me because I
his
did
fault.
not want to go to the hospital because we live in America.
'Cause I'm a
and then
man.
she gently reminded me that
I
I have
know.
insurance through.
Yeah, you have a TRICARE. Even if you go to a regular hospital, TRICARE will cover it most of the time.
The VA, and also, to use her words, I have a fucking credit card. I ended up going to ER. They put me on oxygen. I basically lay in a bed for 3 hours.
Did they know you had poisoning?
No, when I went to ER, I told them. They asked, what are you here for? And I said, I got poisoned.
You didn't know that. You suspected it, though.
I was 99% positive.
You were 99% positive you had been poisoned,
99.
but you went home and relaxed anyway?
Pretty much what happens when you get carbon monoxide poisoning is they put you on oxygen. And that's it.
So you're like, I can get oxygen for free.
I can get oxygen for free by lying in my bed.
I'm sure the CO2 levels will go down by themselves.
No, that's carbon dioxide.
CO1 levels.
The CO level.
Yes.
It's just CO.
Whatever.
Because it's carbon monoxide.
Yes. Nobody calls it Toy Story 1, but it's Toy Story 1. We get it.
Yeah. Okay, what were we talking about?
Poisonings.
So when I went to the hospital, they put me on oxygen for 3 hours, and they did some blood tests, and they told me, okay,
congratulations, you're HIV positive.
They didn't tell me that.
They're keeping it a secret from you?
I don't think I'm HIV positive.
How many monkeys have you had sex with recently?
A
9.
lot.
Okay.
And that would be AIDS.
Well, HIV leads to AIDS.
That would be AIDS or Ebola.
Do you have Ebola? You know?
Am I sloughing my internal organs out of my rectum?
Maybe you're not showing symptoms yet.
They did a blood test. Doctor came back and they said, in a normal adult, carbon monoxide levels would be about 2 to 3%. Mm-hmm. Very, very low.
Not very many percents there.
No. Yours was at 14.
Jesus.
So 14% of your blood was poison.
As it turns out, the hemoglobin in your blood says, I'm going to take this carbon dioxide to the lungs. It thinks it's carbon dioxide.
But it's really poison.
And if you get enough carbon monoxide in your lungs, the hemoglobin can't tell the difference, so the hemoglobin just starts grabbing carbon monoxide and transporting it all over the body, which is why you start getting sore and tired and sleepy.
So now you're not poisoned anymore, and most of your blood levels have returned to normal.
Yes, they've returned to normal. It was about a day later they returned to normal.
Have they installed a carbon monoxide detector?
Yes, there are carbon monoxide detectors all over the place at work.
good.
Yeah, I'm glad they did the bare minimum there.
Yeah, I legitimately did not realize anything was wrong until it was at a point where...
Until your girlfriend told you to go to the hospital.
Well, no, because if that had happened in my house, I legitimately would have just thought that I was coming down with something, and I would have went to bed and died in my sleep. Short PSA, get a fucking carbon monoxide detector, because that shit's scary. Unless you're a shitty person and then don't get a carbon monoxide detector, and also blow out the pilot light on your stove.
In case you want to kill your family, this is an easy way to do it. I
Good-
wasn't too
good
sure about
advice.
your girlfriend, but now that she's kept you from dying, maybe she's okay.
Well,
She's
a
a
couple
keeper.
months back, she had a medical problem and was in the hospital. And we were joking about how instead of trying to break up with me, she just tried to die. And then so now this time when this happened, she was like, "You're not allowed to die. If you want to break up with me, you have to break up with me. You can't die to get out of it."
How many different ways are you going to try and kill yourself before you admit you're unhappy with this relationship?
I'm very happy in this relationship.
Then stop trying to kill yourself with carbon monoxide.
Cue next week where I slam my car into a tree. It had probably been like 2 hours when I hadn't used my e-cigarette because I felt like crap. On the drive home, I was like, I just need a little bit of nicotine. Took
Yeah,
one
that's
drag
what-
off, and I
that'll
was just
do
like,
Although that does work sometimes. I smoke probably a pack and a half a day. Getting up to 2 now. Yeah, I mean, can't you tell by my sultry voice? But yeah, sometimes you'll get headaches because you haven't had any nicotine. It happens. Same thing with caffeine and alcohol and sugar. Huh.
oh, that was a mistake. Why did I do that?
Probably.
There's no oxygen.
Oh, this is what all those warnings are about.
Sometimes I'm not smart.
You know what's great for all this poison? Water in my lungs.
Sure.
Yeah. Sometimes I am not. I'm not smart.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Ah!
What?
Yes. Did you injure yourself on the chair?
I hit myself in the testicles.
I do it all the time. For fun. Not.
I have
you
to
know.
ask, why did you hit yourself in the testicles?
I didn't mean to.
Is that your new fetish? That's the only reason I can think of.
Oh my god.
You just have to go with it, dude.
Ow! Ow!
Give you a moment to recover from that.
I want my Woobie.
Your what?
Oh, that's what a
want my
whoopee.
Your whoopee? As in a whoopee cushion?
No, poncho liner.
Oh.
What the hell
I've
is
never
wrong
called it
with
a
you?
whoopee.
Oh.
Why do you need a poncho liner? For a swollen test?
By the way, poncho liner, amazing for cold weather, and I wish I would have kept mine, and I didn't. I sold it. It's stupid. I sold all of my most of my military stuff. Wish I hadn't.
Well, I'm waiting for an answer. Why do you need a whoopee?
No, Woobie.
What are you talking about?
The poncho liner, the military blanket thingy.
I've never heard that before.
And that's like
Yeah.
one of the only things that soldiers kept when they get out of the military is their Woobie.
Yeah.
Why do, you still haven't answered how a poncho liner makes you feel better?
Because it's a blankie.
Kind of is. It's like a Snuggie, kind of.
When I was
but
in
warmer.
basic training, I had to give a short class on how to use a washer and dryer.
You guys had washers and dryers. You didn't have to hand wash your stuff.
What?
Oh, like you did.
You were so spoiled.
What?
Like you had to hand wash your clothing.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What?
Don't lie.
Fuck you.
Second month of training. Yeah, we did.
That's ridiculous. No, we had washers and dryers in boot camp. What the okay.
Don't lie.
It's the truth. You had to wash your own clothes in the big old basins they had. They didn't give us a washboard, so I didn't get very clean.
I think you're lying.
Sounds
No,
like a lie.
It's true.
So I went into the bathrooms and I started doing a load of laundry, and the guy next to me was paying a little bit too much attention. And I was like, "What do you want?" And he goes, "How do you do that?" The hell are you talking about? He's like, "How do I make this go?" Have you never done your own
Wow.
laundry before?
You know,
He's like, "No," and he was like 21.
I might give it to somebody who's like 17 or 18 in like when they join, because you can join the military at 17. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are different, I guess. I understand though if you're like 18, I guess.
You've
I knew
never
how to do
done your
my
own laundry
laundry,
before.
but
You throw all your laundry
since I was,
in
like,
here, you put it
13.
on cold, you dump some laundry detergent into it, and you hit run, and then close the lid. Or if you're really bored, you shove a fork into the little switch and you watch the laundry go around in circles.
I never thought about doing that.
I showed one person how to do it, and then he told a bunch of other
Oh
people
God.
that I knew how to do laundry. So then my drill sergeant was like, "Show all these idiots how to do laundry." I was like, "Okie dokie." So I had to show everyone how to do a load of laundry.
Wow.
No, in Marine basic training, we just hand washed everything.
That
is
sounds
stupid.
stupid.
We didn't
Thank
have
you.
washers and dryers.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever
That's
heard in my
pretty
life.
You
stupid.
spoiled little army brats.
Wow, the Marines really are stupid. No wonder you guys eat crayons.
Damn, dude. You gotta wash your own stuff. That's ridiculous, man. You'll never. Why would you in the field? Why would you need to wash your own stuff anyway? That makes no sense. You're not gonna be worried about washing clothes in the field. Why don't? That's so stupid, man. Yeah, there you go. Fun stuff. Brings me back. And now back to reality. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're on the verge of 1,900 subs. Trying to get to 2,000 probably in the next month or so, I'm hoping. And we just got monetized, so that's awesome. And thank you, guys. This is very good. I like it very much. I don't know why Borat came up, but he did. Yeah, thank you very much, and have a good one. Might be another video out later. Well, it'll be tomorrow morning. So, okay, bye.